All right, next up on the list, season reviews, man. Coup de Grâce will be the quarterbacks. I was going to do all four of them separate, but that makes no sense. Jameis Winston got his on his own, rightfully deserves. I was going to do a Taysom Hill on his own, but these other two quarterbacks would be so short that I just clumped all three of them together. And we're going to just start off with Taysom Hill, man. Let's get right to it. I think it's over for Taysom Hill. It's no disrespect to Taysom. I love his ability. I love what he can do as a football player. But at the quarterback position, I think those days are over. I think it was a Sean Payton project. It was a Sean Payton ego thing that he can get Taysom Hill to be a good quarterback. Let's be honest, man. The guy's going to be 32 when the season starts next year. That's super, super late to be trying to start a quarterback, career. So what I think we're going to do, use Taysom the best way Taysom is used. And that's in the Taysom role. I'm not going to call it a different role because it's called a Taysom role. Running back, receiver, tight end, special teams, wherever you need him, let him be there, man. The guy has 32. He's still a great athlete at 32. He probably has 3 more years of being a great athlete in that body, and the wear and tear is going to start adding up. Don't think quarterbacks in his future, but if he can give us 2 or 3 years of the Taysom role, it'll be worth every penny for him, man. This past season, he looked exactly like I expect Taysom to look, man. He made some great plays on the ground. We controlled the ball with him at quarterback. We played some great defense around him. Because the one thing about Taysom is he will keep the other defense off the field because he's going to get third downs, 3rd and 2s, 3rd and 1s, going to run the ball. He protected the ball for the most part. Didn't really have a fumbling problem this year like he had in the previous years. And he made some ugly throws, man. That's what you're going to get with Taysom. He's going to throw some ugly balls. Going to throw some balls in the air. He's going to make some good throws to be like, damn, maybe he can do this. He's always going to be up and down at the quarterback position. I always compare him to Lamar Jackson. Don't kill me because obviously he's nowhere near Lamar Jackson. But Lamar's sometimes inconsistent with his throws, but obviously can make up for it in the run game. Taysom isn't as good as Lamar's, a runner because obviously nobody in the history of this game is. But it's kind of that, for him. He's going to be inconsistent in the pass, but he'll make up for it on the ground. But as a quarterback, I don't want that on my team. No disrespect to Taysom. I love him. Want him to be on this team, want him to play in his role, and be great at it, honestly. And if he throws 3 to 4 passes a game, so be it, because obviously he's a capable thrower. He's a good red zone guy. And he can just bring a lot to this team, and I think it's just better quarterbacks out there. So, yes, I do want him back on the Saints team, obviously, just not as a starting quarterback. He can be a great backup. And obviously, if he's a starting quarterback, then we're going to have to pay him way too much money that we don't even have. So that's definitely not going to happen. Moving on next, man. Trevor Siemian. Oh, man. Started, I think, 6 games once Jameis went down. Look, I've said my piece on him. He's an average quarterback. He's not going to be anything amazing ever in his career, and there's nothing wrong with that. This guy's just going to be a lifetime backup, and I just hope it's with another team. His only claim to fame this year is when he came in and beat Tom Brady, man. I'm thankful for that because, hey, we swept the Bucs this regular season. We both didn't win the Super Bowl, so, hey, at least we have that over him. Didn't lose to the Bucs. He came in that game. He did his thing. And after that, it was ugly. It was real, real ugly. The offensive line went down. The receivers weren't helping out. We had to depend on Trevor Siemian to win games, and he did that 0 times. Didn't win a game as starting quarterback for us. It's time to move on from him. Not going to blame him. Like I said, not blaming him at all. He just was not supposed to be out there. This team was not built for him. It was never going to be the Trevor Siemian show, and it just showed. It showed on film, and I don't want to see that again. Hopefully we're done. Wash our hands. Don't want to see Trevor Siemian in the Saints uniform again, but shout out to you. Shout out to you for beating Tom Brady. Last but not least, Ian Book. Obviously, we drafted Ian Book, man. I think he was going to be a project. He was supposed to redshirt this year, never touch that field. But unfortunately, the NFL hates the Saints, and we had quarterbacks out with COVID, and Ian Book had to play. He had to play, and he was not ready, man. A primetime game against the Dolphins, against one of the best defenses in the league, we had to throw him out there with the 7th-string tackle, a makeshift offensive line, 20-plus players out, coaches out, all type of things, man. He got thrown out there in that fight, and he looked absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. He was not ready for the spotlight. He was not ready for that moment. And the NFL put him out there. The Saints had to put him out there because we had no other option. We even called Drew Brees that week. That's how I knew he wasn't ready. We're gonna call somebody just straight off of 9 months of not playing football to try to come in and do the show. So unfortunate for him that he had to go out there, didn't play well. Not gonna count that against him. Already knowing my evaluations of him. Do I think he'll come back next year? I think he'll get one more year. it's gonna be different because obviously there's a new regime in town. Don't know if they're as high as on him as Sean Payton was. Good for him. That good thing for him is a lot of the same guys in the building. So maybe he'll get another year to develop. See if he can come out there year 3 and probably compete for a job. We'll see what the Saints do in the quarterback room this summer. Is it Jameis Winston? Is it Taysom Hill? Free agent, draft guy. We'll see what they do there. But with Ian Book, man, I think he's just going to need another year to develop. I do like some of the traits that he has, but he's just not going to be ready in year 2. So hopefully they'll keep him around, and maybe year 3 he'll be ready to go, and maybe we'll have more, Ian Book. And that'll wrap up the quarterbacks, man. The tight ends are going to be next. They're going to be short because obviously the tight ends. Never mind. But, man, it's the Boo Tragedies. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.